Hi guys, I had this S24 Ultra coming in today for screen replacement. As you see, the screen is all shattered. One big, puncture there, and I had the new screen here. So let go replace it together for the customer. It should be like any other Samsung. To take it apart, you gotta go in from the back. However, as you see here, there's a slight crack right there at the camera lens going to the side. So we're gonna take it easy there. Of course, you could replace the back out. However, that little thing I don't think is matter most. So just trying to take it easy. If there is crack on the back, and trying to save that same back because it's still better than the aftermarket back. Okay. Now we're going to open it out. If you have a heat pad, put it on the heat pad will be, um, easier with the alcohol. However, for this, I'm just gonna go use the alcohol only on it. Okay. It's gonna be some more work because it's just alcohol and no heat, but it should work the same way. It's just more, a little bit more fight to it. Okay. What you want to do is let that alcohol soak in and get yourself something thin so you could go between. You see where the point of it open there, in the back. You want to go straight down and then trying to bend over. Uh, it's all dependent on. It's gonna be different from time to time, but the fundamental is the same. You want to let the alcohol get inside and under the back so it could loosen the glue out. Okay. Once you got it in, trying to slice and cut the glue. I usually will want to go backward a little bit here, so it could help it from that angle, just in case I lift this side up too much, it's not gonna crack right there. Okay. As you see, that is good. And we're just gonna go and proceed along the edges here. Usually I will use my paper knife to cut this spot, but uh, this should work too, so I'm just gonna use this for now. I feel a bit lazy today, so but this will work, or the paper knife, a playing card will work, unless I feel like I'm gonna peel up the paint off the back. I will switch it around, but for now, let's just continue with this. Now remember, I'm going too deep at this area, guys, because there's button and flex cable, and I don't want to cut any of that. Uh, However, on the new screen that we got here, it come with the frame already, so I don't think we're gonna need it. But just in case, I'm gonna pull back a little, and I don't want to go in too deep in it. Okay. I'm gonna use a lot of alcohol at this section because it's already cracked and I don't want to make the crack worse. As long as it's not gonna crumble out, I'm okay with. As you see, I'm trying to go under and over. Sorry, give me a second here. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's continue. Uh, as you see, because it's crumble, let me zoom in. Maybe I can see better. Because it's already had a hairline crack everywhere, so I didn't want to slice it, to make it, to bend it in certain way that it's gonna fall off on me. So what I'll do is I will go straight down and over. Okay. Just to scoop the whole piece of the crack up together, I guess, so I won't create any more damage to it. And yes, I say that trying to bend up, but really I'm just cutting through the glue right now to loosen it up because I don't want to put any pressure to that, at least not too much of pressure. And they're getting tight right there for some reason, all the way at the corner. So let's add some more alcohol. That's good. But alcohol sipping is help a lot. For this type of work, your alcohol would be your best friend. Okay. As you see, if I put the alcohol by itself like this, it tend to spill out and stuff like that. But if you get the prying tool to help it guide to go in, it just soak right in, and that help it to loosen up much faster. Okay. And just take your time at the corner section, guys, because it's gonna be tight, and you don't wanna, I guess, lift one side of the back up and the other side is still intact. It usually will, it may crack it, so you don't want to do that. Okay. Oh wow! I just wipe over this little spot and it crumble out. All right, no big deal. We do with what we can. Now remember, guys, if getting tight, release it and try again. Okay. Add more alcohol, I guess. If it's tight, that means telling you, hey, I'm not going. And if you keep on pushing it, it will crack the back more. So don't fight it. Oh, perfect. Let me zoom out. None too bad. The back seems like it's in one piece. Just trying to clean these little smear thing off so it could easily, I guess, with the glue later when you put on it, it will stay. So now let's put that aside. Now there's a pen in here that you need to take out, and also a SIM card reader where you hold the SIM card down here. Get that out, because either way you're gonna have to get it out later. And if you accidentally forget, you're gonna have a hard time taking that charging port off. So with that there. All right. As you see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws at the bottom there. You need to take this antenna out too, and also this on top here, and all the screw here. Okay. Um, there's one black screw there. Let me zoom in. There's one black screw there, so you can't miss it. And that's that. Let's continue. Now keep in mind, guys, that black screw is right here, and that screw is a bit longer. Okay, it seemed to me that it is a bit longer, so just keep an eye out for that. And overall, I think all the screw is out. Let's take these two out too. And this two screw is short. It seems shorter than the rest, so I'm gonna put them aside. Please tell me you didn't decide to run out of battery on me right now. They seem smaller, so I'm gonna put them aside. Okay. Well, now everything is out, so let me clean this mess up real quick and we'll continue. All right. While we work on this, I have plugged my power screwdriver into charge, so hopefully it will be charged by the time we're done. Now to take it off, you can leave this on if you choose to, but you know, if you take it off, I think it's easier for you to move stuff around. Just don't tear it. If you do, it's not a big deal, but try not to. Okay. This is pretty much a wireless charger right here, guys. All right, first thing first, unplug the battery from, disconnect the battery from its source, and the rest should be straightforward. Since I'm here, let's just take all this out. I don't think you need this one because the new one have it, but let's just put that aside for now. There's your antenna. I guess this part of your LCD. Take that off. Loudspeaker or speaker. Now you want to pull all this ribbon back, all this connector out of the way, so you can move this out. Okay, pretty much it's just lift up, but you have to work around it to move all that connection out of the way so you can lift it up. Wow, Samsung is getting fancier with their technology. I tell you that now. Very nice, very nice, guys. Now this camera right here, the front camera, there is glue that the black glue, I'm assuming that they put in here to hold the camera in place. So in order for you to take it out, you have to cut that glue. Just work your way around it. You could don't need that glue. I don't think so. But usually when I take it out, I want to keep that glue stuck, stay with the camera. So when I put it into the new housing, I guess, or the new screen, it will sit right on it. And instead, I had to move it around and controlling it. I believe this is how they managed to put the camera dead center. So I'm gonna use that as a guide for my, you know, to put it into the new screen, I guess. And it didn't stay with the camera this time. Okay, it did not. As you see, I trying to cut it, so it could. Man, it's not even black. It's kind of like silicone glue. But yeah, the camera is out. So let's put that aside and we will come back to this later, I guess. I trying to save it so cause it's supposed to stay with the camera, but this time it didn't. No big deal. Wow. That one flex all the way here. Okay. We're gonna do need this antenna. It's part of the antenna. I don't know which the right antenna it called. I'm not too sure. But this is one of it too. I believe this is the 5G. I could be wrong. I know it's a part of the antenna, but I'm not sure what it is. Okay. And here is another antenna here. This is just glue in, so just use your prying tool or whatever. Just wiggle it out of the way. You don't want to like go in and bend it out, okay? Because it may break it. So you want to just go in there and wiggle it a little by little, gently, and once you start seeing it lift up, just take it off. Right. So far, everything else here is okay. This is another speaker down here, I believe. Yes. Okay, as you see, there's three screw here. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a big long screw or same size screw or not, but I'm gonna keep them separate because it is laying under the cover. So it could be shorter or not. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try to put them separate. I know for the black screw earlier, it was longer, and the two screw for the Wi-Fi 5G antenna here is shorter. Is So I do put them aside, especially with this three screw here, just in case. Very standard. However, the motherboard is very nice design, guys. Very nice design. Very solid. Everything is else is out. Only the battery left. As you see on this picture here, it say just pull this blue part off and just pull out. Okay. I hope it worked because my wrist is hurting right now. I can't really grab this like this. I'm assuming you tear this too. All right, let's see if it works. There is some fight to it, but it is out. Not too bad. Very nice. All right, guys. Sorry about that, but I got this new screen here, so let's just continue our work and replace it out for the customer. Okay. Same exact way that you take it out, you're gonna put it back in the same way. Most important thing to look for, because it do happen to me before, you want to make sure that it come with a new button, and you want to make sure that this is sit right with the angle thing there. So when the board sit on it, it sit at the right position where you press the button, and it will send a signal to it. Okay. Let's do this first. Okay, nice. I'm gonna put the black screw in first, so I can hold it down in place. For some reason I feel like it's wobbling, but everything seemed to be a-okay. So I'm just gonna do that for now, so I can hold the board down. So I put the camera in first. Like I say, I would love for that thing to have that still be on here, where it will sit the camera in right. But since it's not there, so just align it with it and just leave it alone. That's good. Now keep in mind this two thing right here is a shorter screw. Open that up for now. Sorry about that, guys. Customer just came in. I had to stop and help him. Nevertheless, let's continue. Right now is a good time to put the SIM card back in so it could hold it in place for you. Only if I know which way it is going. Well, yeah, pretty much I'm just reassemble it reverse in a reverse order. Whatever I took out first, I usually put it back in. I mean, whatever I took out last, usually I'll put it in first. But pretty much that's about it. Overall, it wasn't too hard. I see here just some, I guess, basic knowledge. None too crazy. What do with this after the battery? Put all this back now. Now, for me, I know I could return the screen with no problem, but just in case, if you are watching the video and intend to do it yourself, I recommend is to leave this unless you know you could return it without any question asked. Uh, you could proceed, but usually I will leave this on and test it out first. As you see, there is logo and sign. And some of the seller, when you return it, they were like, "Hey, it looked like it's been you put it in and it's not working, so we're gonna deny your return." So just keep that in mind. Now regarding to the battery, I usually will connect the battery in first and use that as a guide to lay my battery flat. Okay, only if it go in happening. There you go. All right, remember to disconnect it again. That's just using it as a guide to lead the battery is to sit in flush in where it need to be, I guess. There's some other connector here. That's for this. I'm just gonna put a few screw guys and to hold everything in place uh, for temporary, and then I will turn on the phone and make sure that it turn on first and touch before I put everything all together. Okay, I think that should be good enough for now. Let's put one more. Everything look good. I don't see anything happening. Okay, bear with me here. I'm gonna pause the video and trying to go charge this. Maybe it's had no more battery. Okay. All right, guys. It was completely dead, so I charged it. I think it's like about 3% right now. So I'm just gonna turn it on to run a quick test on it, make sure the screen touch and stuff like that. And if it is, I go just could proceed and put all the screw back and glue it down. Okay. Let's just turn. I need to charge more than 3%. Oh, it is on. It's just dark. Yeah, it's just dark. I guess power saving mode is on. Can I brighten up the screen? Yes, I can. Okay, it seems like it's working. So, nevertheless, I know I'm gonna more likely need a passcode to turn this off. That's why I didn't want to charge it up. Yep, that's why I didn't want to charge it up too much. But it's working, so let's proceed. As you see, my power tool is still over there charging. I could use it now, but I don't know. Today is one of them days that it's raining outside, and I just don't feel like moving around too much, I guess. Not the best thing ever, but it's okay. And plus, he had the case too, so I think it should be okay. All right. This step I say is in my other video many times. It's all depending on where you buy the screen. Some will give you some type of double-sided tape for the bag, or you already have a bag that come with it. Please don't use it. Trying to buy something like this here, it's only cost a few bucks online. But with this, I feel much more secure when I put the bag on and clamp it down and let it dry. And this also protected from water. It is kind of like water resistant too, so it's good to have. Uh, but not because the water resistant part. That's why I'm using this. This I have tried with the double-sided tape that they provide sometime, um, and it doesn't seem to work good for me. Okay. Yes, it looked like it stay. It will look good for the time being, but eventually it'll fall off. So I don't use that too much. Once a while, I will put it to a test and reuse it just to try it out. But so far, I'm not too happy with it. So I always use this type of glue to glue the back up. I think it worked pretty good on my. I haven't seen a problem with this yet. So the only bad thing about this type of glue is it takes forever to dry. So once you put it on, you have to clamp it down and let it give it time to dry up. But beside that, is really good. Now, when if you all do the clamping like I am, just keep in mind, um, don't over tighten it, don't over clamp it, okay? Because you're gonna break the back and also damage the screen. The whole purpose of this right now is just to hold everything in place so the um, I guess the glue had time to cure to dry and hold everything in its spot. I guess the clamming part is not because it's gap up too much and you want to use it to clam it, so it could be flush. Okay, it's just to hold everything in place. If there is a high spot on this already, that means there is something there and you need to take it apart, take the back off and remove it. But if everything is right, it should be flush already, and you just have to hold everything in down, okay? Or that in, I guess. Overall, job well done. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope this video helped. Overall, it wasn't a hard job. It just use alcohol to take the back off. Um, get something that is thin to get in between to slice out those glue to separate the back from the housing itself, and from there you just take a few screw off and disassemble it, and then I guess reverse reassemble it and glue the back down. So it's not a really hard job. It's just time consuming and some I guess um, skill with the glue or tools, I guess. But overall, the job is done. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks.